Hello and welcome to your weekly psychic forecast for week commencing 21st of February 2022. Now, this week's energy is absolutely dominated by the 222222 portal on Tuesday. So if you haven't already watched my videos on that, I will pop a link in the description to the video series for you. Now, we will of course take a look at this week day by day, including Tuesday, and there will be a motivational card at the end as usual. Now, the first thing that actually jumped out at me this week is that we're beginning on date 21st of February. Last year in 2021, the 21st of February was numerologically significant because it created a beautiful balanced mirror, a bit like a butterfly. The way I would have written it is 2102 2021, which is like a mirror image of itself if you split it down the middle between the 8 digits. My guides wanted to draw my attention to this for this week. What they're telling me is that this is a week to have some reflection. Particularly Monday is a very reflective time, and we're looking back at how we've acted particularly for the past year since the 21st of February 2021. This is important stuff. Take some time this week to look back. Have you made the same mistakes? Have you made different choices? Have you made new mistakes? Or perhaps you've grown and made a positive contribution to the world in new and wonderful ways. So the suggestion from my guides is very much to spend some time thinking about that this week, because the theme of reflection on the past and self-reflection in particular for the past year is being highlighted to us all this week. I should clarify that this is about looking at ourselves and our choices and decisions, not judging other people, because most of us do enough of that already. So let's take a look at the cards for Monday of this week. Okay, so we have number 2, mental conflict, another 2, the 2 of autumn, and we have stargazing. Okay. So Monday starts us off with something of a thoughtful and pensive energy. You may be juggling some ideas or struggling to find your direction today. I think we'll already be feeling the portal on Tuesday. We're already feeling that 222222 energy coming through. And it may feel as though everything's up in the air as a result, or as like you're suddenly unsure of your direction when you weren't previously. I would say try not to worry if this is the case for you, but take some time in quiet meditation, contemplation, or prayer to calm your thoughts, because this could be a really unhelpful energy today. Don't let your mind run away with you. Find your calm center. There's no need for sudden or rash decisions. This is not the time to second guess yourself in your long-term plans. Try to keep calm and carry on. That's very much the message for Monday. So let's take a look at Tuesday. The cards we have here are number 3, partnerships and alliances, the 7 of spring, and we also have friendship. Okay. So the main themes for Tuesday are actually cooperation, support, and courage. This is a day for the unsung hero, absolutely. Your accomplishments and good deeds may not be witnessed or seen by other people, but that doesn't mean that they go unnoticed by the universe or by the divine, by God. I want you to remember that you are working in partnership with your fellow man and with the universe this Tuesday. There's no need to feel afraid or isolate yourself or draw lines between you and other people. And as I often say, as human beings, we have a lot more in common than not. So try to find the common ground with other people, even if there's someone you wouldn't normally choose to associate with or choose as a friend or even an acquaintance. There could be some unexpected friendships or alliances from this day. Also, do remember to check out my Tuesday numerology reading. And if you're in the UK, USA, Canada, Australia, or New Zealand, there is also a bonus reading for you for Tuesday, 22nd of February. So check out those links. I will pop them in the description below. Now on to Wednesday. Okay. This is an interesting one. So Wednesday we have patience, we have the 9 of summer, and we have ask for help. Okay. So Wednesday actually has the potential to be a day of realizations and greater understandings. There's a cautiously optimistic energy on Wednesday, as if we've just remembered that the angelic realms are there to help us and support us, so that we can be happy, healthy, prosperous on every level, and, learn in wisdom from them as well. I do want to very much emphasize the angelic presence and influence on Wednesday that I'm picking up here. And I think this will be as a direct result of Tuesday's energy. The angelic realms are really going to be stepping in to guide and teach us on Wednesday to show us the right path for our soul's growth and for our own happiness too. We had this strange idea that to be holy or walk a spiritual path, you have to forego your dreams and desires, own nothing, be a ragged beggar. But that's just an old story used to control people. It's not true. Plans certainly take time, divine timing normally, and we are reminded that everything happens in divine timing for a reason. But in many areas of your life, there's a feeling of optimism for Wednesday in many areas of life. We're told to remember that things can not only be good, but they can be wonderful. If we choose that for ourselves, if we accept that for ourselves, and remember to ask the angels for their help. Remember to speak to them on Wednesday, ask them for help, ask them for what you need assistance with, because they are right there, poised and waiting to help. So let's take a look at Thursday's cards next. We have number 1, Passion Ignited. We have the 10 of Autumn. And we also have Manifestation. Okay. These are pretty great cards. Yeah. It feels like we will still be riding the wave of optimism from Wednesday moving into Thursday, but there's a much more practical energy for Thursday. So I think it will be a good day for making plans or following through on plans, or just going about our work and lives with newfound positivity and focus. This is a really beautiful day for art and beginning or continuing artistic projects. It's a good day for spiritual work, for magical ceremony in particular. Capitalize on this happier energy. I'm also drawn to mention finances for Thursday too. This feels like a day when many people might be thinking about money and the future. And I feel that the subject of cryptocurrency might be on people's minds too. And on to Friday. Let's take a look at Friday's cards. So we have number 9, Solitude. We have the 6 of Winter. And we have New Beginnings. Okay, so Friday speaks to me of wisdom and learning. There is hermit energy for sure coming through very strongly from 2 of those cards. And this is a very old and wise aspect of our soul guiding us forwards. And it will be doing that even if we aren't quite sure where to go. We should still listen to that inner voice of wisdom, even if we don't know where we're going or what will happen when we get there. Beginnings and endings is also a theme for this Friday, so it may be a good time to prepare for a new job, a new career, a new vocation, a new spiritual path, a new direction. Some of you may be thinking about a whole new life, maybe living off grid or in some sort of cooperative community or a completely different setup to where you are at the moment. This is actually good timing for this sort of project or endeavor, getting away from the rat race. But remember to do your research and take things one step at a time, because there is no rush. Okay, next on to Saturday. The cards we have are Positive Movement Forwards, number 8. We have the 5 of Spring. And we also have Divination. There we go. Okay, so Saturday's energy, a little bit slower than Friday's, and I think it's more of a day to stop and reflect on your life and how things are going. There may be some misunderstandings on Saturday too, and I just want you to be aware of that, because it may feel as though certain people around you are working against you or trying to undermine you on purpose. And I would say if this happens, stop and take some time out and consider what's actually happening. Sit with those difficult feelings, see what message the universe is trying to give you. Any person who poses a challenge to us is actually a teacher on our path. This is something that many of us will be more and more aware of as time goes on. We will realize that challenges on our path are teachers on our path. The person who triggers you is teaching you Obviously, they're doing on a soul level. They're not aware that they're teaching you. It doesn't mean that they're a good person either, but they are showing you something about yourself that perhaps you don't want to admit or maybe don't want to look at. So healing, meditation, very much the answer here. Spend plenty of time on Saturday in spiritual practice and throughout the whole weekend, because there are some big psychological and spiritual breakthroughs possible for those of us brave enough to reach for them. So moving on to Sunday now, I will show you Sunday's cards, and I could not believe when I pulled these. We have 16, disruption, 16, life experience, and inspiration. Okay, now the cards that I use are these two packs in particular are non-traditional tarot decks. For the tarot nerds out there, number 16 in the major arcana is the Tower. This is two towers energy. Okay, this is heavy, heavy energy. I've never seen this before. All I could say when I pulled these was OMG, the Tower twice. What the heck? So can we just take a moment to appreciate the enormity of this message, coupled with inspiration from the Fairy Oracle? Now, all I can say and what I'm feeling is that something big is going down this Sunday. This is a very disruptive energy. It could actually be a war, an actual war breaking out, or some large catalyzing event on the world stage. It could manifest on an international scale, on a national scale, on an individual scale, or all of the above. But somebody or something will be declaring war or be at war. Like I said, I've never seen this card combo ever. I've been doing readings for a long time and I've never pulled the Tower twice next to each other quite like that. It's big, it's disruptive energy. It's also got the energy of number 2 about it as well, which we are very, very much in the thick of this week, especially with the 222222 portal on Tuesday. And I feel that this energy represents two very extreme polarities facing off with each other. It has a real epic battle of good versus evil feel to it. This is big, big energy. But the good news here is that the outcome will not actually be negative or oppressive. And I think it would have been in times gone past, in past centuries, decades. And I feel that collectively we will actually be finding a way to face the challenges with new ideas, with novel thought patterns, and we'll manage to dance above the negative energies. It feels like an attempt to make us react in negative ways. This is almost like a soul test. And trying to trap us or see if they can trap us back in the old paradigm of fear, compliance, and top-down control. But it's just not going to turn out how the perpetrators want it to. Okay, the outcome has a very light and angelic feel to it. So it wouldn't surprise me if there was some miraculous intervention, something very interesting and angelic going on that day too, to counteract these darker energetic forces. I wouldn't like to put money on what's actually going to happen on Sunday. Or whether it will be noticeable on the world stage or just on an individual level. But whatever it is, hang on to your hat. This is big, big, big stuff. Bit scary, but we'll make it through, so don't worry. Now, moving on to the motivational cards for this week. As you know, I normally pull 1 or 2 cards from the Oracle of the Fairies, but as we're in this insanely big spiritual energy right now, I'm actually dipping into a much more esoteric deck this week, which is The Secret Language of Light by Denise, Jarvie. And the first card we have here for the week is number 36, Soul Family. 36-9, Soul Family. So this is a week of soulmates and soul families coming together to work together for the spiritual growth and ascension of the entire world. This is some serious spiritual work right here, but it will feel much lighter, more joyful, and more fun than we might be expecting it to. Especially in light of the 2 towers energy on Sunday. And yes, that is a Lord of the Rings reference. That was intentional. 369 is a master number. So we have 36-9, 369. And this is very much an energy that will enable us to build a new blueprint for the world from the heart, using the wisdom of God to do so. This is powerful energy and it's all around us this week. So don't underestimate the spiritual work that you are doing right now, even if it seems very small, even if it's just you trying to be a good person and the best person you can be in very banal situations. There's no such thing as small right now. Our second card is number 40 color. It's 44 color. Now, this feels literally like the colour is being brought back to the world. It's as though we've been stuck in this depressed black and white movie for centuries, and the colour and vibrancy has been lost to all but a lucky few. And it's coming back in now. Yeah, in Technicolor, in abundance. It's going to shine. Um, as many of us know, the proportion of the actual spectrum of light that human beings can see is very, very small compared to the actual size of the spectrum. Um, and with this card, there's actually a suggestion that our field of vision is being expanded. So whether that translates as our spiritual sight just becoming more acute, or whether some of us or generations coming very soon will actually be able to see more colours than we can right now, I don't know who's to say, but that's an interesting idea that came through to me with this card. So we shall see, but certainly our sight and the colours that we can perceive on some level are being expanded. I feel this is also an expansion of the aura beyond the colours that we're aware of in the aura as well, and reaching up to higher chakras and higher energies that we're now tapping into and reconnecting with on a very real level. So this card feels like a wonderful omen to see the full spectrum of light beaming down on us from the heart of the galactic center, because that's where this beautiful energy is coming from. So I have to say, get ready to shine, get ready to see the light, and there are wonderful changes and uplifting shifts coming on the heels of this week, even though it seems like one heck of a heavy energy. Okay, thank you very much for watching the video. If you have enjoyed this, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Please remember to give me a like. If there's something that you would like to share, please do leave me a comment. I love to read your comments, and I will see you all again soon.